the Warriors Convention, and registration is open. Warriors, caregivers, and community, we can't wait to see you all at the 10th Annual Warriors Convention, where we're celebrating 10 years and taking over Houston in partnership with the Houston Collaborative and all of our Texas partners at the JW Marriott by the Galleria. Join us for education, conversation, and networking while building relationships and partnerships. There's something for everyone. It's a family event. So I'm calling all of our 55 plus warriors. Please join us for the golden experience made just for you. Kings and queens, get your tickets today to the Royal Ball. It's a hybrid event and you can choose your experience. Go to sicklecellconvention.org now because we want to see you there. And we do. Hey, Shamanica.
Hey.
How are you, girl?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome on a Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. I don't even know what day they are anymore. Together. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So, hey, y'all. I hope y'all are out there. And if you are, I'm going to need y'all to talk back to me and say hello in the chat. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, hey.
Someone wave.
You know what? What's happening? Will, I can't see their names no more. It's just
like it's a Facebook user.
Yeah, I don't like that. I gotta talk to StreamYard and see what that is about because I need to know people's names.
Facebook. Yeah, we need to know who we're saying hi to.
Right, I'm gonna say Facebook. Yeah, Facebook.
Okay, Carla's name just popped up.
It did. Hey, Carla Kofer. Hey, Carla Kofer. I'm gonna see you in a week, Kofer. What's going on?
Okay, maybe it's just that person. Maybe it's a private page or something. I don't know because everyone else's name is popping up.
Okay, hey, Lisa. Hi, is that the UK? I can't see.
I believe that's the UK flag. We're international, baby.
We're international.
Oh wait, baby. What's GB? Hi from G. Yeah, Great Britain.
Oh, nice. Oh, hey Yvette, how are you? Oh, so that's you, Yvette. What's up, Ladybug? How are you doing? How's it going? All right, y'all. So, hey, Tanya. This way ran. Farmer. Hey. Oh, it's not formal anymore.
Oh, hi, Raquel from Belize. So, Great Britain and Belize is in the house.
I like it. I love it. Yes. Belize, how are you? So y'all, we're saying hi for a few moments and then we're going to talk about a few things. I know everything is about the convention, so our entire page is about the Sickle Cell Convention, so everything you see is like a flyer for this and a flyer for that. But we are going to talk about still the convention. Don't get it twisted. We're definitely going to talk about it tonight. But we're also going to talk about like tips on how to travel, y'all, to Houston, Texas, where it is hot and hot and hot. It's hot in Dallas. We in Dallas.
Yeah, we're in Dallas, but it's Texas, period. If you watch the national news, especially if you watch tonight, they're covering floods in Vermont, landslides in California, and extreme heat in Texas. So
yeah, our entire world is going through. I mean,
yeah, you know,
USA
things that are beyond our control. Well, we could control it, but still beyond our control.
Hey, Carl said international in the house. Absolutely. So let's talk about it real quick. We have the convention. So those of you that are already here and y'all don't want to hear us talk about, all the things we're going to talk about tonight, I want to remind everyone that the convention is almost here. We are literally 7 days from the convention. Like, I cannot believe this is a thing. This is happening, but we're only 7 days away. And it is in Houston, Texas. I'm sweating. It is in Houston, Texas. The event starts July 18th through the 23rd. Now, I want to say this real quick. July 18th is only for the virtual. Yeah, exactly, Shamanica, from the virtual people, y'all. So July 18th is the virtual folks, and July 19th starts in person in Houston, Texas. So Please know that. And if you would like to go and register for the convention, can you still do so? Yeah, you definitely can. We want to see you. And you can go to sicklecellconvention.org and register there, and you should be able to get you a ticket. Okay, so make sure you do that. All right, Shamanica. First of all, y'all, Shem has a baby and she's married now. I have to remember to call her. I was looking on the screen and I was about to say Miss Wiggins, and I said, wait a minute, it's Maze. It's Maze. She's a Maze now.
Yep,
How is that
yep.
going, Shem? How is that going? Married life.
It's going good. We're happy. It's good having like a teammate in life. So that's fun. And the baby, he definitely keeps us on our toes.
Yes.
But no, I'm happy in life right now. You know, I feel like I'm in a good space. In addition to being married, we'll be married 1 year in September.
I know.
So we'll be here soon. But in addition to that, you know, I got a new hip. I got my hip replaced. So I'm just in a happier space right now with the new hip and enjoying, you know, life.
Enjoying life. Yeah. And I definitely want to talk to you too about, and I know we don't have to talk about it now because we didn't pre-talk about it or said, and I didn't say, Shamanica, I want to talk to you about this, but hip replacement. Like, first of all, you had one in like this year.
Yeah, 3 months.
3 months ago. And you
almost 4 months.
Already in these streets, like shopping, doing things, going to Houston. So I'm just saying, like, we ain't gotta talk about it right now. I mean, if you want to, we can.
No, I think that's definitely a conversation that the consortium should have, you know, about AVN and hip and joint replacement and what to expect and all of that good stuff, because my whole experience has been really positive. My healing has gone really well. And last week was my last week of physical therapy. So, yeah.
Well, honey, I was so surprised. She was like, all right, I'm coming back. To what? To do who? What? What are you talking about?
I was like, I'm back to normal. It's nothing no laying in bed or nothing needed. You know, they make you walk. My surgery ended later in the evening. So you usually have to walk the same day, but yeah, the next day you're up and moving. So
I didn't know. So you saw my messages. I was like, what you talking about? Like, what? You ain't back, girl. Go rest.
I was only in the hospital 5 days. It was only supposed to be 2, but then it triggered sickle cell pain. Yeah. And they treated that pain before sending me home. So 5 days, and I haven't been back. So,
I mean, what a blessing. But I have to say, I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised. Hey Ray, I hope that's Ray. I'm saying Ray, but that's Minnesota in the house. Y'all been doing some very fantastic things in your organization. So I want to say hello to you. But yeah, Shamanica, I was super surprised at, you know, how you were moving around, getting ready to come back. And I was like, well, Superwoman, what's her name? Shamanica, like, what are we doing now? Bionic woman. She got hip replacements and stuff. Do what you do, sis. Do what you do.
I'll be able to wear heels at the gala, at the prom.
Are you serious? Okay, so you got I'm still wearing sneakers, so that's a whole.
Well, I'm not gonna keep them on the whole night, but I'm gonna put them on for a picture.
Pictures. Yes, pictures. They always do for a heel for pictures. But girl, please, who gonna be walking around and moving around? Me. So guess who gonna be wearing some sneakers? Me. I was gonna try to give me some Chucks and bling them out, but ain't nobody trying to do
it. You don't got enough time.
I don't got enough time. Like, I feel like time has just passed me by, and we're already there. Okay.
Noise in my background.
Oh, girl, you're fine. And I say, yes, it is Ray. Hey, Ray. Yeah, listen, I'm going to share that comment when she gets back. She says she is proud of you, Sham, because, baby, I was not ready. I told her to stay in bed for a few more weeks. I didn't know what was happening. Like, ma'am, no, you don't have to come back to work. Like, not right now. It's not time. What are you doing? What's happening right now? Yeah, I'm that type of boss. Like, we're not going to play those games. But yeah, so we are talking with Shamanica tonight about all things convention. I know we've had live after live about convention, but if you guys have any questions about anything, please put them in the chat. I am going to say I had an interview today with a Houston podcast, first time, and it was super cool. Overcomers are in the house. We are. So I had an interview with Houston today, which was super fun. It was on a podcast. Houston Forward Times is what it was today, and it was super fun to do. But I wanted to invite all of our Houstonians to please come out to the convention. You guys, we came to Houston because every year we're in a different state, different city. And in 2019, we were in Dallas, Plano. And this time we are in Houston for the convention. It's our first time back in person. And I cannot wait to see everybody. But I also want to tell people that we've never had come to our conventions before. You are welcome to come and be a part. So there's a lot of things that are going to be happening at the convention. Now, the dates for the convention, I will tell you, are July 18th through the 23rd, but in person, it truly is July 19th. That's the real date that's going to get it kicked off in person. So you absolutely can come and be a part of that event. I see my co-host is back. Hey, co-host. So this is our flyer about virtual or in person. So Kiera Kofer did a video for us yesterday about the experience. Now, if you have been with the consortium at any time during the pandemic, you know that we have some great virtual events. So you can still do the virtual side or the in-person. It is definitely up to you, one way or the other. You're still going to get education, you're going to get entertainment, and you're going to get community and networking. So definitely register at sicklecellconvention.org, and we will talk to you guys. If you have any questions about it, just let me know and let us know in the chat. Ray said, what did she say in there? She said, I'm so proud of you, Sham, about your hip replacement. So
oh, thank you, Ray, and happy belated birthday.
Yeah,
her birthday was yesterday.
Girl, listen, I saw her picture today. I was like, Ray, you how old, girl?
She was looking good on that balcony, wasn't she?
No, I said, what balcony we gonna be on? What? I meant to send her a message, be like, all right, balcony picture. Yes. Good. That's what I'm talking about. Caregivers, y'all rock stars. So shoot, like give you all your props. So yes, happy belated birthday to Ray Blaylark. She is such a powerhouse in this community. So and I think she's going to be speaking too at the convention. We got Ray come in.
I definitely wrote a speaker caption about her. So
yes, you did.
Yeah,
you did. I think we already posted it. Ray, you are coming, and we're super excited. So Joy, yeah, I can't see, so you're gonna have to put that comment up. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like this, be sitting there like this because I did just take off my glasses and I need to clean.
Yeah, because you said you were hot.
I am, girl. Still is. Oh my God.
It's the exact opposite at my house. I got my robe. I had to take it off to look professional. Hey, Etta.
Hi, Etta. Hey. Okay, so let's get into it real quick. So we are talking about convention, but we're talking about tips for traveling to Texas. So Shamanica has already told y'all that it's hot. Like there's no better way to put it. It's hot. So what are some tips that you can give the people when they're traveling? Because Shamanica is like our travel before the pandemic. A girl was traveling
right.
Streets, professional advocate traveling all around the world.
I need all that traveling to come back. So, if any sponsors, pharma, if any of y'all see this, any other organizations, I'm back, y'all. I can walk again. But no, so as Sharonda said, before the pandemic, I was on a flight every month.
Was.
And it was really exciting and really fulfilling. And to prepare for traveling, not just to Texas, but if you are a sickle cell warrior and you are hopping on a flight to go somewhere, hopefully somewhere fun, there are things, we all should do to be as precautionary as possible so that we can enjoy ourselves once we reach our destination and also make it home safely. Yeah. So, and I think the most important thing to do prior to traveling, during traveling, and after will always be hydration.
Yes.
Especially if you like are traveling to a place such as Houston. A lot of people who are not from Texas are not used to summers in Texas. It is a very eye-opening experience. It's gonna be hot. And Houston is really humid because it's closer to water. So y'all really want to be hydrated before you get here, and well, before you get to Houston or to any destination. You want to hydrate, and you want to hydrate on flight, and when you get to your destination, especially if you are going to have alcohol. Some of us turn up with alcohol when we travel, so you really want to overdo it with the water. And there's things you can do in the airport too that a lot of people are unaware of or too prideful to do, which is one is getting the wheelchair.
Yeah.
In the someone Etta said, do we need sunscreen? Yes, Black people need sunscreen. People with skin in the sun need sunscreen. Yes, our melanin protects us, from the sun a little more than non-melanated people, but I still spray my chocolate baby with sunscreen the same way I spray Rory with sunscreen. So yes, and some people say long sleeves helps them, but I can't wear no long sleeves in Texas.
Not in Texas, boo. I mean, I got long sleeve on now because I'm in the house.
Yeah, that's like I said, I have my robe. Yeah. I'm in the house, and I take a hoodie into stores and stuff. So you still want to do that as well.
Yeah.
Even though you are traveling to someplace warm, you still want to pack a sweater or a hoodie, because like the hotel will be cold most likely.
Yeah.
I think I need to mute.
Okay. No, so yeah, so what she was just basically saying is that, traveling, some people use sweaters and because as a sickle cell warrior, we cold all the time, let's just be clear. But for me, because I've had some other things happening in my life, and in my body. So I'm 46 now, y'all. So I'm being thrust into menopause. So your girl be having hot flashes. Okay. So for me, like I'll be super, super cold in one moment, and then on the next moment, I'll be hot. Like a few minutes ago, I had to take off my glasses. I rolled up my sleeves. I was like, oh my God, I'm hot. But then I don't put on anything extra because I already know I'm gonna be cold in the next minute because it's not really, it's just for that moment. And so she's right. Like for me, I literally have to take a jacket, a sweater. I will wear a hoodie in the summer. Everybody like it's hot. I'm like I'm not that hot right now. I'm a bit cold. But in Texas, you just got to be super careful because Texas will have you thinking you have hot flashes when it's just the heat. So make sure you are staying hydrated as much as possible. So make sure you are bringing you some water and all those things. But also, when she was saying like some people wear long sleeves, do what's best for you, like what works for you in wherever you are, whatever state you're in, whatever you're doing. Of course, when you get to Houston, it's going to be a little bit different, but do what works best for you and prepare for that. So when you're coming to a conference, you're probably going to prepare for having you a sweater on or keeping your kind of your little jacket or something, because in hotels it's a bit cool, and so then that air is going to change based on where you are. And so what you have to do is just be prepared based on your body, what your experience is, because it's not always going to be the same. Now, if you know anything about Dr. Lakia Bailey and the Sickle Cell Consortium, we're always fighting the hotels to ensure that the temperatures are what they need to be. But again, make sure you are prepared yourself. Like, make sure you have what you need. If anything, if it's too cold or if it's too, like, make sure you are good. I think that's a travel tip. And if you are going to be on a plane, some people are going to be driving, but if you're going to be on a plane, planes are cold too. And you got multiple people on the plane. And so they're not going to turn the air off for you. And so you want to make sure you have your sweater or your jacket or what have you. So just make sure that you make the necessary accommodations for yourself, not for the next person, but for you. And don't feel bad about it. Like, I know my family are like, girl, where are you going with that jacket? Where are you going with this? Where are you going with that? Well, I'm cold. So
like when we go grocery shopping and stuff, I always walk into the stores with a hoodie or a sweater, and people are always looking like, why is she putting this on? And it's just because it's freezing in here. Yes, it's hot outside, but it's freezing in here. Ray shared a good tip in the comments that says dress in layers so you can remove layers and put them back on if you need it. That's what I was saying. You know, some people like the longer sleeves to protect from the sun. But just back to, you know, to in the airport and how to keep yourself healthy and not overdo it, overexert yourself in the airport. I always request pre-boarding and a wheelchair. And this was before I even had the messed up hip. Because there were times where I would like hustle my way through the airport. It was the Atlanta airport. I hate that airport, by the way. It's so big. But I tried walking through the Atlanta airport, and it was early in the morning, so the train thing wasn't working. And by the time I got to my gate, I was just done. Like, you know, so that was my last time not using the wheelchair service, and that's free. And American Disability Act, they can't make you prove that you have sickle cell. I mean, you can disclose that if you would like to, but if it's not on your ticket, when you book your ticket, when you check in, you can ask to have pre-boarding added to your ticket and a wheelchair added to your ticket for free. And that then allows you to get the wheelchair, get pushed through security, kind of skip the lines, not really, but somewhat. And then once you're down at the gate, ready to board your flight, you'll get to board before everyone else. So, and that gives you more time to get a better seat. If you're like Southwest like me, you get that front seat with all that leg room so you can stretch out. But if you have assigned flights, it gives you time to get on your flight, put your stuff away, take medicine in the privacy of your own, and everybody's not seeing you with your big bag of medicine. Ray commented, carry water on your flight. Yes, carry it through security. Tell them it's for medical purposes, and that's all you have to tell them. So I actually was only a few years ago when I learned about the medical necessity water. And I actually, Gina was the first person I saw openly talk about the medical water and not having to jump through hoops to take it with you. And I've been seeing more and more warriors have success getting through with their water, because water at the airport is expensive. Like $7 to $10 a bottle.
And we're not buying.
I used to tell people, just take a refillable bottle and use one of those fountains to fill your water. But no, you can take your own water. So if you like, fancy artisan water, or you only drink a specific brand, take it with you. And like Ray from Sickle Cell Foundation of Minnesota shared, you let them know this is for medical purposes only, and I need it. And you shouldn't have any issues. And if you do have some issues, you record your phone, go live, and tag them on Twitter. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
You wasn't really playing. I wanted to say something about the wheelchair, and then we're gonna let you continue on, because you got some great tips. And thank you, Ray. I'm gonna need you to stay on here, Ray, so you can give us some tips, because you've been traveling like anybody's business. So give us the tips post-pandemic. How about that? We should have had you on here. You want to come on here, right? But anyway, y'all know I put people on spot. I wanted to tell y'all one thing when Shamanika was saying, about the wheelchair. I didn't know anything about that until I started working with the consortium. And I was like, you can't do that. Like, no. But she is right. It is definitely free. You just let them know. And from my perspective, like at first it was more of the embarrassment of having to be in a wheelchair, and like I can walk. So I mean, you don't see anything on the outside. And I was like, Sharonda, you are literally, doing the same thing other people do to you, which is judging yourself because you're in pain, but because people can't see the outwardness of it, they don't see like you don't have any scratches, you don't have and I was like, you're doing it to yourself. You're doing what other people usually do to you. So I just want to tell any warrior that's out there, please don't be embarrassed for it, because if you want to go to a different place and have fun without the pain, without whatever you want to prevent from, if you've been to the I think Chicago airport or Atlanta, my God,
Atlanta is
they are huge, and DFW, they're so huge. Do not feel bad for getting that wheelchair and being like, got your water on the side, your purse around you, and your little card. Listen, and go do what you got to do. Because go ahead.
Another tip though, if you do use the wheelchairs, have a little cash so you can tip the people. Because that's it's just etiquette to tip them. And I don't know, I feel like I've had like some really meaningful conversations with transporters, and a lot of times they are older people or immigrants, and I've always 98% of the time had really good experience with the transporters. And I also use that time to educate people about sickle cell, because when they get there and see a young able-bodied person waiting on the wheelchair, their face look like, it's for you.
Exactly. All the time.
And I say, yeah, it's for me right here. And I'll say, well, yeah, that's why I say it's up to you if you want to disclose it. But I am a walking, talking sickle cell promotion. So I'm going to teach you about sickle cell if you talk back to me. So I use that as a time to teach people about sickle cell, and they are always usually really enlightened, or I meet people who have people with sickle cell in their family, and then they go the extra mile to help me. You want to stop at the restroom? You need me to do this? And I'm like, oh, thank you, but people in there saying yes, tip appropriately. So you don't have to get them $20 just because they push you from here to there. And they can't tell you have to tip them, because then you can go talk to their manager about that, because no. But it's just nice, especially if they were accommodating to you and not rude. I've had rude people push me and I don't give them nothing, because this is your job. Why are you being mean to me?
Why are you being mean to me? Hey, I see something in the chat. Dr. Marjorie, who's going to be at the convention as well, wellness, mental health and wellness, she came up and she said, still wear a mask to protect. So I agree with that.
I wore a mask pre-COVID when I flew. Pre-COVID, I still wore a mask because you're in that tight space, and people, adults, period, don't cover their mouths, don't wash their hands. And so I wore a mask pre-COVID, and I do agree that people, especially people with sickle cell and pre-existing conditions, to still wear a mask. And I used to also wipe down my seat. I still do that pre-COVID and after. I wipe down my seat with Lysol wipes and everything. That's what I use that extra time for, to clean and prep my area. And this is something I did pre-COVID. And pre-COVID, wearing that mask, people wouldn't sit next to you, and I'd be like, yes, but now it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal now.
Yeah, now this is just a cycle. I'm gonna sit next to, and they just paranoid. Ain't nothing wrong with them. So that's how people think now.
Now, what was the next? Oh, let me see. Somebody said something. Y'all can't see. So, Joy, you're not gonna put it up there.
I can see.
Let me get my. Oh, you can see. Let me go. Wipe my gloves.
Yeah, disinfectant wipes are a great option. Very good. Our immune systems are more susceptible, and not just to COVID, but like just the common cold, the flu, germs. Period. So with or pre-COVID, if you have sickle cell, it is wouldn't hurt to take these extra steps.
Yeah.
Now, if you feel like that, you don't have to do all of that, then great. You don't have to do it. But it does help. And like I said, the goal is to get to your destination safely, enjoy your time there, and make it home without having to need a hospital. And also, when you want to have all of your medication with you in your bag, in your carry-on with you, because you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
And it's been times where I've known people who travel and they don't have their pain medicine, or they didn't have a certain medicine, and now they're in a different place with none of their meds, and it's miserable. They're not getting to enjoy themselves. So contact y'all doctors if y'all are coming to Houston, or if you're going on vacation. Let them know. Let your doctors know what your plans are, and ask their tips. What should I be doing to get ready for this trip? Should I be worried about traveling to this place? Because if you have a knowledgeable doctor, they will tell you, maybe you shouldn't travel there this time of year. Or if you're going to go there, do this, this, and this. Or, okay, let me bring you in, get you some fluid, some extra hydration, and maybe a dose or two of pain medicine just to hold you over. That is something my doctor has offered to me, to come in for fluids before a trip and like a dose of pain medicine just as a precautionary, because your body is going through all of these different changes. As we know, elevation affects sickle cell. So having a good relationship and communication with your doctor, and allowing the doctor in on the planning process of the trip, just so that they can be on alert and know that their patient is somewhere not here, just in case something happens. Um, and what else? What else? We talked about the water. You gotta hydrate. Talk about the pre-boarding, and my next step in traveling, and I just got to get back to the level, and I know I'm gonna get back there. TSA pre-check, where you don't have to get in none of these lines. It's a one, you only pay once, and it's ideal if you travel a lot. You get to walk through. You don't have to take off your shoes and unpack your stuff, and that's my next step. And with that, it just makes traveling so much easier. So if you can afford TSA pre-check, get that and make your experience in the airport a whole lot easier. But if that's not something you need, or if you don't travel as much, definitely use the pre-board and wheelchair service. Definitely carry your water with you. Definitely carry your medication with you. One thing I also like to do, I have my medical ID filled out on my iPhone. I'm not sure if the Galaxy Samsung phones have that same feature, but it's a screen that people get, that on your phone, that has all of your medical information on it. And I've had to use it before because I've gone into crisis on a flight before, where I was in too much pain to talk to them about everything. And thankfully, the guy next to me was a nurse, an ICU nurse, who knew what sickle cell was, and he was able to read everything and explain everything. Everyone is not going to be an ICU nurse next to you, but everyone should be able to read what's in your phone and, talk for you. So,
and for me, I'm just going off of that. Sometimes, like for the phone, and I know, it's hard to get into people's phones sometimes, and some people know how to when it's an emergency, some people don't. One of the other things that I think that, well, I have to have, because I also have a pacemaker. Not many people know about that, but I have to wear a bracelet. And sometimes when I travel, I either wear my bracelet or my necklace, because I have a pacemaker and I have a lot of other things happening. And so make sure that you wear those identification things, because one of the biggest things for me that's not necessarily related to sickle cell is that I've had tachycardic episodes while in the air. And so it has happened, I think now 3 times. And so like I'm required to do, my doctor was like, you, and like right now, if we were not in Houston, I don't even know if I would be able to even go to the convention. I couldn't go to the leadership summit because of my heart. And so it's like those things, know your body, know what you need, talk to your doctor, like what Shamanika was saying, talk to your doctor before you go on these trips. And even though I'm driving and I'm a few hours away from Houston, my doctor was like, yeah, listen, we still need to have a conversation. You still need to come in before you get ready to go. And it's because I have a lot of people with sickle cell have more than just sickle cell. There's a lot of comorbidities happening. And so you have to make sure that you know your body, you know your care team, and know the proper things to do before going out of town at any time, no matter what it's for. Because we're going to be gone for a long time. The event is 5 days long. And so you got to be really, really careful with making sure that you are prepared correctly. One thing that Ray said in the chat, she was like, I couldn't live without TSA pre-check. Honey, but you are a traveling sister. You hear me? I see you traveling almost every other week, honey. And she said it's like,
yeah, it's not that expensive
for a 5-year pass. Ooh, I need to do that.
Yeah.
I plan on traveling after I get this old pacemaker taken care of and get my new one, because I gotta get a new one. Y'all. So yeah, these are some of the things and tips. And so I see that, some of our warriors in the chat, Dr. Marjorie, of course, she's been giving us some good tips in the chat. And one of the things I wanted to go back to was the medication in your carry-on. This is so important. Like, so for me, again, because of my heart, I have to take a certain medication before I even can board a plane. And this last time I was out of town, I was in New York, y'all. I was having a good time. And before I came back, the night before it was time for me to leave to come back to Texas, I had an entire episode and had to go to the ER, was in a hospital for like 4 or 5 days. And it was my heart. And so had I not, packed medication for an entire week or two, I would have been out of luck, because I had to stay at the hospital for a length of time, then go back to the hotel, stay there for a few days before my doctor was like, you can't board the flight yet. So going back to what she's saying is, make sure you have your medication taken care of, call your doctor, get you a prescription, make sure all of that is taken care of. And some like people that are like on Medicare or Medicaid or something like that, your medication, like there's only certain times that you can order. So make sure you do it early enough and you have your prescription done early enough so that you don't run into that problem. So yeah, that's a very good tip, Shamanika and Dr. Marjorie. Let's see. Miss Carter said, do you know if there is a medicine alert brace for sickle cell? I don't know.
You can get the bracelet and just have it engraved. Like, they have customizable bracelets, but I've never seen one just for sickle cell.
Yeah, so like mine, so the one that I got, it does have like the little medical alert thing on there, but I got it a long time ago, right after I got my pacemaker. And so it has on there sickle cell, pacemaker, heart, and it has like a whole bunch of stuff on there. But I don't think I've ever had one just for sickle cell. So I don't know the answer to that.
Well, I think you can get them customized to that, because I've, like, when at CVS and Walgreens, and when you're in there checking out, they have the little cards, little pamphlets.
Oh yeah, that you can pull and take with you with the phone number,
and you can customize it to what you needed to say. And Dr. Marjorie is saying the SCDA, she believes the SCDA has a new partnership and they are making one. So maybe that's on the horizon. Oh wait, Ray says SCDA just announced a partnership with Medical Alert. Not sure what the partnership would look like or the benefits, though. So I guess they will have one soon, maybe.
Yeah. And we've been Miss Regina Hartfield will be at the convention. So maybe that's a question we ask her during the convention, to see where they are with the partnership and how that's going to work. And she can give us an update on what that looks like, because that's very important too. So that's a great question, Ms. Etta, and thank you so much for responding, Ray and Dr. Marjorie. Yeah, so I know this is not one of those platforms where we can bring you on to talk to you or what have you, but if you have any other tips that we haven't talked about, please let us know. And you can put it in the chat so you can let everybody know about it. Let's see. What did Carla say? Yeah, so they can do the customized ones that Shamanica was talking about, and then they can ship it and you can customize it. Perfect. So we'll get that information. She's a nurse, so Miss Carla is a nurse, so she know all about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And then another thing to keep in mind when traveling is buffer days. Like you just said, how you couldn't leave the hospital and get right onto a flight. Even if you're not in the hospital, if you're traveling, when I travel, especially if I'm traveling for advocacy, I like to ask, can I get in a day before the event is starting and leave the day after it ends, because when I very first started advocacy and was new to this and thinking getting an offer to fly out here was like a big deal, not realizing that we were putting our health at risk, and these companies have the money to give us the extra days of rest. So, you live and you learn. But if even on vacation, if you can budget in a buffer day so that you have at least a day of rest before you are hopping on a flight after you've had a week long fun vacation in the sun, or with Houston, when we end on the 23rd, most of you will leave that day, but hopefully y'all have time to rest after prom and everything. But it's just good for us to be able to rest before hopping on a flight, especially if your flight is a long flight. Yeah. And when it comes to long flights, if you can, you want to get a layover. You don't want to just be in the air all of those hours, unless it's an international flight, then you got to deal with that. But I know just some warriors can't handle a very long flight without the plane coming down and going back up. And it's also ideal for some warriors to wear compression socks on flights to decrease the chance of blood clots. That's not something I've had to do, but I know other warriors and people with other medical conditions where compression socks are a big help when flying. So these are just things,
those people.
Yeah, it's just these are things you need to know.
Yep.
So you can be fully prepared when you travel. Have your blankets with you. I keep my heating pad in my carry-on bag. Make sure you have all of your chargers for everything. Everything needs to be charged these days. So
everything.
Make sure you have everything charged up. Make sure you have all of your medication, and travel, with the experience of I'm about to go have an experience. This is something every sickle cell warrior doesn't get to do, and just have fun. That's my biggest thing. I love to see warriors out living life and having fun.
I agree. If you're gonna go somewhere, go and have some fun.
And then Carla just asked another great tip for driving. If you're gonna be in the car for a long time, you're gonna have to pull over and stretch that body.
Stretch them legs. Yeah, you will.
Just get up and walk just to get your blood flowing, because sometimes road trips can be longer than flights, and that just sitting down is not good for the circulation. Compression socks would still help with a long drive, and also stopping, getting those breaks in, even if just pull over, walk around the car and get back in and go, but you don't want to just stay sitting in the car. And then if you are hydrating properly on that drive, you're going to have to stop to use the restroom anyway. So if you hydrate correctly, the stops will happen naturally, and you won't have to worry about making additional stops. Just keep drinking the water and everything else, and your body going to have to pull over anyway. So and then, in the car, have the pillows, have the blankets, get comfortable if you can, stretch out if you can. If I'm in the front seat, I'm reclining that seat all the way back and getting as comfortable as possible, because I like road trips. I haven't been on one in a while, but I do enjoy them. But those are the steps that you should take. And you need a really good playlist. Really good playlist.
A really good playlist. Please. We're all about the music over here in my family. So yeah, and somebody said something. Let's see what Ray just said a few minutes ago. She said, I'm one of those people also. Nothing to be ashamed of. No, yes, listen, nobody. Yeah. Yes, nobody would take care of you like you. And yeah, just one of them things. Live and learn. I had to.
I think that's what I want sickle cell warriors to realize, that it's because it's still some of us as adults who feel like we shouldn't have to do all of this stuff just to live life.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, life isn't fair, and it's definitely not fair for people with sickle cell with all of the things we face. But once you learn that life isn't fair, but life is doable, and I can live this life just by taking a few extra steps and still enjoy it to a level comparable to a person without sickle cell, take those extra steps and live the life. Don't be so focused on why should I have to do this, or it sucks that I have to do this, and be happy that if I do this, I can enjoy this. It's all about how you look at things and your mind frame and mindset. So don't be mad you got to take the steps or wear the socks or use the wheelchair. Be happy that those options are there that allows you to live life and enjoy things that warriors at one point in time believed that we could never do, which is fine. There's some people who are adamant that we're not allowed to fly, and that's because that's what they were taught, and that's not true. We can do all things. We just have to take those extra steps to do those things. So I hope that's what people take the most from this. It's just do the steps so that you can enjoy the trips.
That's good, Sham. Well, y'all, if y'all don't have any more questions, we're going to talk about a little bit about the convention real quick, and then we're gonna let y'all go. We ain't trying to be on here too long, y'all. We got a lot of work to do, and emails, and yeah, take over your timeline on your social media. I know they like, Sharonda, another email. Yes, y'all gonna get these emails, y'all gonna get these videos, and y'all gonna get these flyers. That's what's gonna happen. All right, so these were the tips from Shamonica, and the reason why I asked her to do them because, again, before pre-pandemic, my girl was professional flyer, and it still is. She's coming back. She's back. And y'all, like she said earlier, whoever want her to come, she shall come. She's ready. She got that new hip and she ready to go. She is ready to go. So yeah, I'm going to just put this up here just real quick. We are having the event July 18th through the 23rd. 18th is for virtual, and then the 19th in person starts, and then it goes all the way to the 23rd. 23rd is when we're having the health fair. However, we also have that morning where we're going to be talking about where we going next. So that's the thing. And I think we're going to do a reboot first, and then we're going to be planning on where we're going to go from there. So yes, you can definitely enjoy this convention virtually. We would love to see you in person, but if you had to join virtually, it is okay. Join up, go to sicklecellconvention.org, and yeah, we'll see you in there.
I think we should emphasize that joining virtually is not gonna get you less. It's still a good one. Virtual is still a full convention, as Sharonda shared. Since COVID, since 2020, we have been knocking out these virtual events. We kind of are the trailblazers of virtual events, So we put a lot of effort into our virtual events. You get your own entertainment, your own education, your own engagement. It's a full agenda, all for virtual attendees. And you get I think it's too late to get the registration kit, but for the people who's already registered virtually, get the registration kit. And we have a lot of nice things in the registration kits. And so please, if you can't make it to Houston, you just now finding about this and it's like, oh man, I can't make it to Houston, you can still get a full experience virtually from the comfort of your home or wherever you may be at that time. So I feel like a lot of people don't realize that, or are thinking that it's just gonna be, we're at this in-person thing and we're just gonna be showing videos of what we're doing in Houston, and that's not the case.
Yeah,
Virtual has its own full agenda with its own speakers lined up and presenters and all of that good stuff. So if you can't make it to Houston, join us virtually, please. We want you. We want you. And if you live in Houston, right?
Tatum,
you have sickle cell, and you are a caregiver of a warrior with sickle cell, and you haven't registered yet, hit up scholarships at sicklecellconvention.org to see how you can get there at no cost if you don't need a hotel.
Yeah. Oh, talk about that real quick. So Houstonians, Houstonites, I don't know what y'all call them yourselves, but I'm saying everybody that lives around it or in Houston, if you are there and you want to come to the convention for the free and the 99, if you don't need a hotel room, then Dr. Bailey and the team is offering all Houstonians an opportunity to come to the convention each day for free, but you have to go to sicklecellconvention.org and register. Now, if you are in Houston and you want to do this, please send me a message here on the consortium's page. Just DM me real quick and I will send you over the code for you to register, or you can send us an email. And you can send an email to, who am I going to give the email?
It's scholarships. That's what Dr. Bailey's.
Yeah, do it through scholarships. Give them she's going to type in the email address in the chat, scholarships@sicklecellconvention.org. Email that email.
It says Sickle Cell Convention or Sickle Cell Consortium.
Girl, shut your mouth. You're right. Sickle Cell Consortium. I done said convention so long, so much. I feel like everything is convention right now, but she's right. It's at scholarships with an S at sicklecellconsortium.org. If you would like to come to the event, if you're in Houston and don't need a hotel every day.
Yeah, don't come with your bags and think you need a hotel and gonna be free. No.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And plus, I think we've given so many scholarships that we are out of room. So that's a thing too. So if you are in Houston, want to come to the convention every day, no hotel room needed, then you will email scholarships@sicklecellconsortium.org and we can hook you up. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit really quick about the tracks. We're bringing back the trait track with Dr. Tamia Austin and Aswin Foundation. We have the men's track with Marcus McKinley. We have the children's track with Miss Vanessa Rhodes and Jamie Roque. We have caregiver track with Miss Marquay Shackelford of SOS. And then we have young adult with Mia Robinson. And then and Kenya Buckley of Carol's Promise. Carol's Promise and SCA 365. And then we also have the newest edition and this is really only for the 10-year anniversary. We have the Golden Warrior Experience. The Golden Warrior Experience, I know you guys probably seen the flyers and all of the things about the Golden Warrior Experience. It is for the warriors that are 55 and up. I ain't made it there yet, but the Golden Warrior Experience, they actually get all the things free and they get an entire experience. And so that's for y'all. And Miss Hoxie, oh my goodness, Hoxie Jones, she is so crunk and so excited about the Golden Warrior Experience. And she's really, really planning conversations that are pertinent to you guys. And conversations we're actually talking to from the older warriors to the younger warriors as well. So make sure that you are a part of those conversations. And if you, let me see, one thing that everybody's been asking about is the Royal Ball. Okay, so the Royal Ball is happening on July 22nd. It is a fundraiser this year. Those of you that will be there, and for warriors, you get in free when you buy a ticket to the event. You get to the Royal Ball for free, but the Royal Ball is a fundraiser. So please make sure that you are joining us. But you got to register to come, whether you are coming in because you're in Houston or if you are coming from out of town. You have to make sure you are registered. Like Shamanika said, please, y'all, do me a favor. Don't show up in Houston with your bags and all that and not like literally don't tell nobody you coming and then you be like, I want a room. No, you can't. So please make sure you are taking care of your business and registering at sicklecellconvention.org. And then the other thing is, let's see, we have so many events happening. Children's track is happening. Oh, I want to say, if you are for the children's track, if you are coming, we do have an entire children's track, but if you have a child from 2 to 5 that's going to be in Kitty Keepers and you saw your email, you're like, ooh, I didn't make that email. Y'all, Dr. Bailey was given until yesterday at noon, but please know, if you are coming to the convention and you did not sign up for the Kitty Keepers, who is the people who are taking care of our young people during the convention, please. Now, I'm not talking from 2 to 5, not the people that's on the screen right now, not the 6 to 14, but from 2 to 5. If you have a child coming from 2 to 5,
the babies.
The babies.
Toddlers.
Please do not show up with your toddler on your hip saying, I need them to go to Kitty Keepers, because we have to make sure that they are signed up for that. What else am I missing? Okay, so next generation, I do not want to call them SC3 kids because they'd be like, Miss Sharonda, we are next generation. Don't call us kids like that. But whatever. So they are having their entire track again this year. So bring your kids to the convention. Now that is open to all children. So if you have kids from ages 6 to 14, bring them on. Rory's gonna be there. Y'all, Roy is tall now. Y'all remember how short Rory was back in the day.
She's always been tall, but she was little.
She was little.
Now she's nothing's little no more.
Rory is not little at all. And when I say at all, I do mean at all. And she's so beautiful. So it's gonna be like a family reunion for everybody.
I see Etta is asking for the Royal Ball. Do we email the ticket? And that's no. Don't they get the ticket?
Yeah, you get when you get there to do your registration. If you actually registered, then you'll get your ticket there. And Etta, I believe you signed up for the Golden Experience, so you'll get a ticket as well. You will get that ticket. Oh my God,
no, it's not emailed. It's when you check in at the registration table. That's when we'll get it to you.
Yep. Do y'all have any questions? Because we're here to answer the questions. We're here to answer all the things. Those of you that just came.
Guess what?
What?
I'm packing tomorrow.
You just showed me up because I'm not.
I've never packed early, but we got all the laundry done, and I'm packing for me, Rory, and Raiden. So I was like, let me just get it. I'm going to start tomorrow.
Show off.
Plus, I don't want to wear any of my clothes that I need in Houston, so I need to put them in the suitcase.
Show off. I am not ready at all. I have not thought about nothing. I don't even know what I'm wearing to the Royal Ball. Well, you already know my whole Royal Ball fiasco, like the whole issue. But I don't even know. I'm not sure what I'm wearing.
I want to show y'all something right quick. I'm gonna show you something.
Did she say? Did I hear you say you wouldn't be? No, I'm gonna be there. No, I wasn't. I was saying, girl, no, I'm gonna be at the convention. I was saying if I had to get on a plane to go to the convention, I would not be able to go. So I'm so grateful and thankful that it is gonna be. Whose is that?
Raiden.
Oh, look at that! And you know I love green. Green is my color. It's my color.
Isn't that adorable?
I love it. Oh, look at what Raiden's gonna be wearing. No, Carla, I'm coming. That is so cute. I can't wait to see him in it. Oh my goodness. No, I'm coming. I'm gonna be there, Carla. No, ma'am. I'm gonna be there. If the Lord say the same, I'm gonna be there. Yes, and wasn't that so cute? Now, again, if y'all have questions, please let us know. We are here. Now, one thing that I want to say before we go, because I am about to let Sham go. I'm about to go too, because I got
I gotta finish dinner.
Is the health fair. Let's talk about it real quick, because I was at an interview today and I forgot to say something about the health fair. And my team in the background was like, yo, talk about the health fair. So the health fair is really it is a health fair. We're partnering with As One Foundation, the Houston Collaborative, and the Houston Health Department to go into the community and put on a health fair. Each time we go to a different city, state, our goal is to have a service project. And this year our service project is a health fair for the community. And so we are super excited about having this and doing this for the community, but
it's an indoor
it is
fair.
Indoor health fair. Now, what we're doing this time, though, it is a back to school health fair because, like, I think somebody said it earlier. I think it was you, Shamanika. School they just got out, but school's going to be back in like a week or two after the convention. Oh, it's time for the children to go back to school. So we are trying to help the community by giving out backpacks and school supplies. Now, do you have to have sickle cell to come to this health fair? No. Do you have to be a caregiver? No. Do you have to have children? You ain't got to have children to come, but to get the backpack, you might got to add some kids because it's for school supplies. But yeah, so we are we're still asking for donations for the school supplies. Dr. Tamia Austin and As One Foundation has over, I think, 1,000 backpacks that we're going to be giving out to the community. So no, you don't have to have sickle cell. No, you don't even need to know anything about sickle cell to come to this health fair and to be a part of it. Yeah. So come on in, have fun. We're going to have some food trucks, have some music. And that day for the team is more about just relaxing and interacting with Houston, because before that we would be straight working, and so we won't have any time to really enjoy all the things. So this is just kind of a end of the convention, but more or less a community service project that we're doing for the convention. And we're going to do this every year. It may not be a health fair, but every year, everywhere we go, we're always going to have a service project in that city and or state that we go to. So those are all of the events that we are having.
I think Ella wanted us to go back to the homecoming flight.
I was just about to say, y'all, I forgot. This is my favorite part of the event. It's going to be the homecoming. So we are asking everybody to rep your city, your state, your school, your fraternity or sorority, whatever you want to rep. Come on to the homecoming. And it's kind of like if you were in 2019, we had like a block party. Exactly. That's kind of like what this is. The only difference is we are repping our either you can have sickle cell gear, you can have your sorority or fraternity, you can rep your city, your state, or your organization that you are a part of. Whatever you want to rep that night, we are asking you to come and do it. So just like, homecoming week when we was in high school and in college and we had a theme day every night, that's kind of what this homecoming is about. So come on now and make sure that you are representing your organization, fraternity, or sorority. You can wear sickle cell gear if you don't have none of those. Or you could just buy a t-shirt from the Sickle Cell Consortium because we're going to have a store there. Shamanika been asking for it for years. And we finally got our Sickle Cell store up and running. And so we're going to have a booth there selling our shirts as well.
We have a question. How does it work for those attending virtually? Registration, attending events, etc. Do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, I can explain that one. So how it works is that you're just for these particular events that we're going to be having in person, unfortunately, you won't be able to be a part of those events per se, but there will be a virtual event for you guys that will have the same themes. So there's going to, and I didn't even talk about Sickle Cell Excellence and Family Game Night. Oh my God, I forgot. But so it's going to be basically the same. You're going to register just like you would register in person. So you're going to go to sicklecellconvention.org. You are going to put in whether you're virtual or in person, and then it's going to give you a series of questions based on what you've chosen. And then the agenda will show you what's happening virtually or what's happening in person. And then some places it's going to merge, and then other places it's going to be one or the other. So that's how that is going to work.
I think what you left out is we use an app called Hoover.
Oh yes, and
Hoover is what makes it all possible. Once you register, it will send you to the Hoover website, and you will complete the registration through Hoover, and it'll give you a link to download the app and you access the event through the app, and it's an experience. You can see all the presentations, you can add pictures, you can comment on things, you can receive announcements. You cannot enjoy the event without the Whova app.
She is absolutely right. We are asking that you download Whova once you register. And anybody that's on this live right now who have not downloaded Whova, I'm going to need you to do so, because that's going to give you all of the information that you need. And so that's how it's going to connect us all. And she's right. Whova is going to be that one connection that's going to help everybody know where everything is happening. And so if you have the Whova app, when you download Whova, you can actually connect with the in-person people as well. You'll see their profiles. You'll see conversations between both in-person and virtual. So that app by itself is just a great investment, so that we're able to kind of link up the two different experiences. Like we always say, one event, two experiences. One is virtual, one is in person. You both get a unique agenda that's geared towards where you are and what you're doing at the event. I hope that answered your question, Miss Tony.
And then Carla wants to know, will 610 have the jewelry?
Oh yeah, I can't see it though. It's almost
just like that.
It's like a green screen. So yes. So some of you that do know me, I do make handmade jewelry. I do. And I will be having them there at the convention. I don't know if I'll be at my table with my sister or somebody, Chad, because I'm gonna be everywhere.
It's just to be a person that look like her, just a different skin tone.
Mimi will probably be there, but yes, Carla, I will be there with my jewelry. And Tony said, yes, I did. I'm glad, Tony, because I was like, you know what? You may have gotten off and you may not have answered that woman of God's question. So I'm glad, Tony. So if you haven't registered yet, please do. SickleCellConvention.org. And then you can be a part of the entire experience. So yeah, and even I will say for virtual people, even if you are unable to, so somebody sent me a message. They was like, well, I'm going to be at work. So virtually, even if you're at work, you can go back and see the replays. So there's still other things that you can do with that app. So you still want to register virtually if you are planning on coming or being a part of this in any way. So you want to do that. All right. I think I've covered everything. Shamanika, help me if I did not. Let me know.
I think we did cover everything. And won't you all be going live again tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow we are going live with our title sponsors, Vertex. So, we will be going live and talking to them on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was about to say 7, but it's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please be on the lookout for that. That is a thing that's going to be happening as well. So yeah, we're going to be going live randomly on here, and then we're going to be going live and giving away some things randomly. Today, we are not doing a giveaway, but be on the lookout this week for some giveaways that we're going to be doing. And y'all, we are 7 days away. 7 days away. And I know you saw Shamanika, she personally invited y'all on our Instagram page. We put her video up and people was like, we got questions. Yes, Shamanika, I feel like they need you to do another invitation video because you was just all cute. I mean.
Okay. I'll look on that good.
You already got your other video. We ain't got to do another one. I was wondering what you was going to say. She's like, Sharonda. No, it's good. We got it. So if y'all have any questions, put it below in the chat and we'll do our best to come back and answer the questions. Again, if you would like to come to the convention, go to SickleCellConvention.org. And if you're in Houston and would like to come to the convention for the free 99, only if you do not need a hotel room, go ahead and email scholarships@SickleCellConsortium.org. I was going to say convention again. SickleCellConsortium.org, and they will get right back to you. That's it for us, y'all. I don't think we have anything else. I appreciate you sitting around listening to us. I know it is a dinner time for all of the people. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and I believe Shamanika will probably see y'all on Friday for another live where we're going to talk to some of the people that are hosting the tracks and then some people that have been to the conventions before, so you can get a real experience from somebody that's not a part of staff. Because I know we're a little bit biased. We think it's going to be great all of the time. So do you have any last words, Shamanika? And thank you, Shamanika, for those travel tips. They were really, really good and very useful. And I'm going to try to take some bites of this and post it because I think they were super useful.
No, I don't really have anything else to share. I just hope everything was useful. I hope y'all register and join us virtually or in person. I love to meet everyone in Houston. And yeah, I gotta go. My son is cranky, and I gotta finish
dinner. Him. All right. Okay. Bye, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
It's time for the Warriors Convention, and registration is open. Warriors, caregivers, and community, we can't wait to see you all at the 10th Annual Warriors Convention, where we're celebrating 10 years and taking over Houston in partnership with the Houston Collaborative and all of our Texas partners at the JW Marriott by the Galleria. Join us for education, conversation, and networking while building relationships and partnerships. There's something for everyone. It's a family event, so I'm calling all of our 55-plus warriors. Please join us for the golden experience made just for you. Kings and queens, get your tickets today to the Royal Ball. It's a hybrid event, and you can choose your experience. Go to sicklecellconvention.org now because we want to see you there.